Get the fuck out my motherfucking face! Get the fuck out my motherfucking face!
This is gonna be a really weird video to make. I don't know how to start this because honestly, this is year 2 of all this shit. Cool. Quick backstory. There is none, actually. I think I should start off with just what happened today. My friend comes up to me. He goes, "Sis, guess who's back? Steven Crowder."
But I do have proof that there's not a rape culture on campus.
You have proof there's no
Yeah,
rape
the statistic
culture.
is not a 1 in 5 rape. According to the FBI, it's 1 in over 1,800.
Okay.
There's not a rape culture on campus in the United States. These rapes do not occur without consequence when there's proof presented.
Yeah, solid video, my dude. Rape culture was kind of mentioned in the first one, so he's like, yo, let me just come back on campus, talk about it again, you know? Get that YouTube money. Same though. He decides to say, rape culture is a myth. Changed my mind. As if like the first round of memes weren't enough. He wants a round 2. So I go and I'm like running over. I instantly, when I get there, before talking to anybody, notice that there's 5 girls crying. Is that normal on a Monday morning? Yeah. Is it normal for 5 girls to be crying over sexual assault on a Monday?
I think the fuck not, you trick ass bitch.
My friend is in tears. I ask her like, what's going on? Just got here. Why is he still here? Why has nobody kicked him off of campus? And they tell me that he's technically on public property because it's a sidewalk. Even though the entire image behind him is of my campus. When I get there, I see my friends, I run over to them and we're like, obviously we're showing support. And a lot of people started crowding around him. A lot of people were fighting against it. The majority of the people that were in the front were all straight white frat boys, his demographic. Not surprised, but it still stings and it's a little disappointing. And then I decide to go forward in the midst of all the frat dudes. What's the perspective? Where are we dropping, boys? I'm gonna be honest, it was a really horrible environment. One of the guys was like, separate the YouTuber from like what he's doing with his platform. And that's like saying separate the musician from the art. You can't really do that. This Steven Crowder guy, his art are these change my mind platforms, and they're very problematic in nature. So by supporting this guy, you're supporting his problematic content. See where I'm getting at? Like, you can't separate the two. They're all one, they're combined. That is Steven Crowder. The change my mind segments, that's him. Employers, don't hire these guys. Most of them were cheering on this dude for his really horrible opinions and skewed statistics. Don't hire them. I looked on my Instagram and all the girls, at least that I followed, felt unsafe, unwelcomed. The main thing that people were upset about was that a TCU organization invited him back on campus, and that organization did not send out a trigger warning for anybody. The trigger warning wasn't because this conversation was happening, it's the word rape. That's triggering. This word is so complex. Just seeing the word brings up memories of their assaulter or their assault in general, or just any other negative feeling that is under the umbrella of sexual assault. So that's mainly why people wanted a trigger warning. Just so they know that whenever they're trying to walk across campus to their class, they don't suddenly get reminded of this horrible, horrible, horrible incident that happened to them. And I feel like that's valid. The whole point of this video is not only to just shit on Steven Coward at all. Ugh. Crowder. But that's funny, Stephen Coward. It's not just a shit on Mr. Coward himself. I'm here to actually start a dialogue. I want to actually facilitate something that Homeboy couldn't do well. Not just something that gets me great content or gives me that, that clickbait. Something that actually is beneficial for both opinions, I guess. It really shouldn't be a bipartisan. People wanted a trigger warning. Just so they know that whenever they're trying to walk across campus to their class, they don't suddenly get reminded of this horrible incident that happened to them. And I feel like that's valid. The whole point of this video is not only to just shit on Stephen Coward at all. Ugh. Crowder. But that's funny, Stephen Coward. It's not just a shit on Mr. Coward himself. I'm here to actually start a dialogue. I want to actually facilitate something that Homeboy couldn't do well. Not just something that gets me great content or gives me that, that clickbait. Something that actually is beneficial for both opinions, I guess. It really shouldn't be a bipartisan issue. Here we are. I just want to make a series on my channel about rape culture now and how my campus will not be a victim of this man's channel. Look at him. We're so much better than that. We are stronger than his stupid YouTube channel and his stupid clickbait and content and his beautifully edited videos that showcase my friends and my student body as crazy millennials. Like, it's just a really toxic narrative and a very degrading narrative. Honestly, if this man sees my video, I'm gonna delete my channel. No, I'm kidding. I mean, I don't really care if he sees this, I'm gonna be honest. This is really for the benefit of my friends, for the benefit of my students, and